Warning, the video you're about to watch contains spoilers about the movie Suicide Squad. Continue at your own risk.
No.
Hey, what's going on everybody? This is Mario.
And this is Javier.
And we are here to give you a review on a movie we have been highly anticipating, Suicide Squad.
Since the beginning of time.
Time?
Yeah, from the beginning.
I'm talking about Suicide Squad, you guys. It opened this weekend, and Javier and I just actually watched it today. The reason we're here to give you the review, though, is because we're not really on board with the review being given by Rotten Tomatoes, currently standing at 26%.
And getting lower.
Sadly. Now guys, obviously every movie comes with its negatives and the positives, and we're totally gonna agree with that. Let's start with what we thought was bad.
Alright, let's do it.
With the movie being slightly over 2 hours long, with so many different characters involved, I feel we don't really get an insight to everybody's story.
I'm gonna elaborate on that. I feel that the movie was just too short. The Joker was not in the movie enough. A lot of stuff was edited out that were in the trailers, but were not in the movie themselves. I don't think I can quite illustrate how badly I wanted the Joker to be in it even more. Jared Leto just totally took over the portrayal of his version of the Joker.
Now, while I'm gonna agree with you, I do want to say that I stand by the fact that they didn't include the Joker as much in this movie because it's not a Joker movie.
But it should have been.
But it's a Suicide Squad movie.
So it should have been called the Joker movie.
But it wasn't.
But it should have been.
And so honestly, while I'm going to disagree on that, I do agree that a lot of the stuff that we got in the trailers was just butchered out of the movie, and that I'm not on board with.
Absolutely. So much was taken out that when I was actually watching the movie, I was waiting for it, and I was like, oh, here comes that line. Taken out.
It leaves you a little disappointment as far as how the story was flowed.
My one negative thing is I left a little deflated.
We know that this movie doesn't revolve around the Joker. It revolves around the Suicide Squad.
Right.
So the fact that the Joker was just strategically placed in certain moments for Harley Quinn's important moments, that makes sense to me. But I am going to agree with you with the fact that during the trailer, we saw some scenes that just got butchered out of this movie.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's one of the things that really upset me in this movie. We were given these trailers, and when we were actually watching the movie, those lines or that scene or this action part never actually occurred in the movie.
Again, it all comes with its positive reviews as well, so these are the positive things that we have to say about the movie. The movie has a story that I feel isn't too relevant to the comic series itself, but I still think was worth watching. I think it actually made the story flow very well. It didn't really need one of the comic storylines, in my opinion.
That's so weird because one of my positive things is that it followed the comic books.
Really?
Yeah. Harley Quinn was that comic book character. The Joker was that comic book character. Deadshot was the comic book character. A little bit of the story, how they got together, is utilized from the comic book in the movie.
But what do you think about Enchantress being the villain?
I have no idea who Enchantress is.
And that was my point.
Yeah, I thought it was refreshing to see a character that I really don't know about, and seeing her powers, being a witch, that was fresh.
Even though they didn't use like a main villain that we are familiar with in the comic book series itself, I still felt it was a good movie to sit through. 2 hours didn't even feel like that was time for the movie. Given all the situation as it was, a different villain involved in the storyline, some of the characters being removed from the Suicide Squad, I still think this was a great movie. I don't know what Rotten Tomatoes is talking about by giving it such a low score.
This is my pout. No, movie was good.
That's a good pout.
You like this?
That's a really good pout. Really, guys, what we're saying is, give this movie your own opinion. Don't listen to what Rotten Tomatoes is telling you right now. I know a lot of stuff is circling the internet as to why that's the case. We may have a high Marvel fan base involved with Rotten Tomatoes. I know there's petitions going around to get Rotten Tomatoes shut down.
It ain't gonna happen.
And it doesn't have to come down to that, guys. Really what it is, just go watch the movie for yourself.
So that's probably enough commenting from us, but I want to know what you have to say. So go ahead and do little typey thingies and comment down below so Mario can read it.
Absolutely. And you know what, guys? As long as you are leaving your comment, make sure you leave a like on this video, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Is a like still a heart?
No, it's a thumb.
It's a thumb?
On YouTube.
Oh. Thumb it.
Look down. Yeah, it's a thumb.
Thank you guys for watching, and see you in the next video.
Was that alright?
No, that was terrible.
What? That was brilliant.
Well, you think so.
You just jealous because you don't have this tattoo.
I drew that.
Yeah, you did.
I'm left-handed. I can't draw.